get an insight if this is a good time to buy or sell, and being able to really share with you some insights and some stats of what's happening in today's market. So, for the Phoenix area, we've got some big changes that are happening from this year from last year. So in 2023, we had a huge difference. Our interest rates were well above 8%. Today, they're still toggling around the 7 plus percent, depending on your credit and debt to income ratios. But most of all, we have a lot more houses on the market. So, what does that mean having this many homes on the market? This means that we have a lot of motivated sellers, we have a lot of incentives to purchase, and the biggest changing factor from last year to this year is actually that we have a lot of new home builders that are playing in the game. Meaning, last year at 2023, out of every 6 homes that were sold, 1 out of 6 was a new home build. This year, guess what? 1 out of 3 homes are new home builds. So that means we've got a lot of competition happening where why go ahead and buy a retail home, a resale home is what they would say, um, instead, where you can get all the incentives of buying a brand new 2024 home with getting the incentives of a lower interest rate, also being able to get your closing costs covered. There's just a lot more incentives with buying a new home build. But of course, you're in very suburban type areas, all the way out to Maricopa, Santan Valley, Litchfield Park, Far Surprise, different areas. But if you can afford it, it's worth it because you are getting the incentives of a low interest rate, anywhere between 3 to 4%, along with 10 to 15 plus $1,000 to go towards your closing costs. So let's go through this quick insight here. I want to just share with you this slide that is very big in regards to the market. So right now in Arizona, of course, if you're not in Arizona and you want to know what your area is, if you're in another state, please reach out to me. Would love to share that with you. Being a licensed real estate agent and loan officer, I can pretty much get access to all 50 states and being able to share with us what opportunities are there for you. But being that I'm here in Arizona, this is what I want to share with our current clients. So there is a huge 35% increase in active listings for sale from this year to last year. So that's a lot more homes on the market. Listings that are going under contract, we're at 8%. So we're still going up compared from this year to last year. And the price per home is up at 2%. So, what does that mean for us? That means that if you've been renting right now, your value of you renting your home, if you would have purchased a home, your house would continue to appreciate. Usually it's been at between 4 to 6%, but right now homes are appreciating at 2.3% as the median, meaning that it be high and below that, depending on things. Another big part of that is that sales that are closing right now, we're at about 5,500 sales home sales a month in Arizona. So that's a pretty big amount. That's a big influx. We pretty have a really good stable market here with homes that are selling. And a big part of that is that we have a big supply of homes and we have a lot of incentives that are going on. Arizona is creating our own market. So, what does that mean with us creating our own market? That means that we have sellers that are willing to help pay to play. And we have down payment assistance programs that are offering those opportunities as well. So, down payment assistance meaning that if you have to put down $15,000 to buy a brand new house, guess what? Down payment assistance covers that. If your closing costs are $15,000 and the seller is covering that, you're basically buying a house right now for just your cost of an inspection and an appraisal, which is huge. That is like buying a house for $2,000. You can barely even rent a house for $2,000, let alone buy a house for $2,000. So when it comes to these situations that we're in right now, where the interest rates are toggling a little bit higher than normal, what is your best option for you to do? If you are a buyer or you're renting right now and you're deciding whether or not you should get out there, you should contact a loan officer. You should contact me or my team to find out what it is that you can do to either increase your credit score, what type of programs you could pre-qualify for, and really get to know your insights if you're anywhere between 6 to 12 months of being able to get out of your lease. I have seen families that are 3 to 4 months thinking that they have time to buy a house or to get ready, and then all of a sudden they needed 6 months for something to season on their credit, for something that popped up unexpectedly, and they ended up having to sign another year lease on their credit. So I don't want to see that happen to you. I don't want to see you get stuck where you're not able to purchase a home. This is where I come into play, where knowledge is power. Being able to really understand where you are on your debt to income, really understand where you are on your credit. Even if you're at 620 and you could get to a 660, your interest rate options are going to be completely different. Being able to understand your area, the market, the neighborhood that you want to look for. What are the prices going for in that area? What are the homes selling for in that area? And is that an area that's a hot market where homes are moving fast? Or is that an area where homes are sitting for longer and we can actually play with that with our different options? If you own a home right now and you're wondering, should I sell? Is this a good time to sell? If I were you, I would connect with me right away to see what the rental market is in your neighborhood. Meaning, if you keep your house, how much could you rent it for? And this is very big, because if you can rent it for more than what your mortgage payment is, and you could turn that house into a cash flow investment for you, where somebody else is paying down your mortgage and you can actually retire or build a retirement fund using your real estate, this is what it's all about. This is where we start compounding interest when it comes to having somebody pay down your mortgage. You're getting the appreciation, you're getting the principal paid down, and you're also getting the tax incentives of owning real estate. So I would see what your rental market is in your area, and then I would see what your difference is between what you own, what it's appraised for. And then I would go ahead and look at renting out your property, doing a cash out potentially on your property for your down payment for your new house. And then I would buy something new and start building. This is the time where you can actually take advantage of using your house money to be your down payment, being able to get cash flow that will cover your payment for your cash out refi, so you're not going more into debt. You're having somebody pay off that debt. I can help with creating the rental agreements. I can help with the pre-screening process. I can help with putting your house on the market. That's what my team and I do when it comes to helping our clients prepare their current home as a rental, so they can step into buying or upgrading or being able to leverage their real estate as an asset. So these are all great options for you in this space if you're looking to buy and sell. And then I would refinance to a lower interest rate. The lower interest rate that you're going to get, let's just say it goes down 2 or 3 points, let's just say 2 points, and you're able to save a few $100s. That few $100, even if it is $300 a month, 300 times 12 is $3,600. I guarantee you we can get $3,600. Well, I won't guarantee you, but most of the time, depending on your neighborhood and depending on where you're looking at, you can get that $3,600 back by what you're able to get from the seller on seller credits. You can also get that from interest rate buy down, so being able to buy your interest rate down. So $3,600 in a year, or even if it's in 2 years, $7,200. $7,200, depending on where you're at, could get you 2 to 4% upgrade in appreciation. Your home is going to be worth more money. You're going to be able to take advantage of having real estate transitioning for you, being able to see that it's consistently growing for you. So the investment outweighs the risk in some of these cases. It's not for everybody. Not everybody is going to have the same opportunity as others, but that's why your position of finding out where you're at is going to be for your best interest. This information that I'm giving to you right now is based on a hypothetical opportunity if you reside in certain areas. If your area and you're renting, or excuse me, the area that you live in, if the rent is really low and it doesn't cover your mortgage payment, then that wouldn't work out for you. But how would you know that? How do you know what the rents are going for in your area? And this is a very big thing. because just looking online sometimes doesn't necessarily give you those same options. So I just want to share with you one last time this one slide that just kind of shares with you how this market is going, so you can be able to see exactly how to take advantage of this market. This market is moving. This market is in a place where people are buying. Houses are off the market within 60 to 90 days. We're not seeing things sitting for too long. But most of all, we have an economy here where people are working together. So if you're looking in this market to buy and sell, there are a lot more opportunities out there than just what the media is sharing. And it's important for you to connect with an expert, connect with a professional that's in your area that understands the market, understands the real estate, understands the mortgage, and understands how to negotiate on your best interest for your home, whether you're selling or buying or investing. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. If you want a copy of the slide that I have on here, feel free to reach out for me on that. And I can go ahead and share that with you as well. So thank you so much. I'd be more than willing to support you. You can connect with me at guerreroteam.com. And if you want to comment or direct message me as well, we'll be more than willing to support you in getting the information you need so you can start becoming a future generational investor by owning real estate and putting money into something that's going to pay you back over time. All right, big hugs and love to you. Bye, guys.